Hi, this is Lorene, and I'm doing another video. If you'll give me a second to clear center and balance my energy, we'll get started. So, I'm just going to share the vision I just had as I was clearing my energy. It was very powerful, and the clear message was, this is our journey. Each of us individually are on a journey of self-discovery, understanding who we are at the root, our soul, our spiritual selves, our divine selves. We each are a journey of the divine consciousness. And I could elaborate on that, but I feel like we need to start there. At the root, my experience is separate from your experience and everybody else's experience, but we cross paths and we interact and we influence each other's experience. But at the root, at the foundation, this is my experience. That's your experience, okay? And we all need to start from that place and understand that this experience that I'm having, how I think, what I do, what my intentions are, affect everything around me, okay? Because I'm creating my reality, my life, my experience. And each of us individually are also doing that. Okay? And so I encourage you to explore that and figure out what that means for you. Okay? Manipulation happens when somebody else starts to try to influence your creation, your reality, your experience. Okay? So when you honor yourself, that is the best starting place to create the most authentic and the most experience in your existence. Not just in this life, but in your existence. Okay. I had a very clear vision this morning that absolutely determined everything I'm going to talk about in this video. So I'm going to start with the vision I had this morning. And when I woke up, I saw men, these are soldiers, and they were moving from an open space, I want to say a field, but an open space, into a tree line. And I came onto a radio and I said, tell them, do not go into that tree line. Stay out of the forest. I said they cannot go into the forest. They can only go in 10 to 30 feet into that forest to shelter themselves from whatever was flying overhead so they couldn't be seen. But they are not to go into the forest. If they go into the forest, I cannot protect them. That was what I said over the radio. And as soon as I said that, this message came in. There will be a time when only those who are meant to be in the forest will be allowed in the forest. There will be a time where only those who are meant to be in or on the water will be allowed to remain in and on the water. There will come a time when only those who are meant to be in the desert will be allowed to be in the desert. There will come a time when only those who are meant to be on the ice will be allowed on the ice. And then I saw Antarctica, the North Pole, and then very clearly Russia was also included in that. There will come a time where only those who are meant to be on the prairies will be allowed on the prairies. And there will be a time where only those who are meant to be in the skies will be allowed in the skies. And then in or around Mother Earth. This was very clear. And then I saw Sasquatch, Yetis. And the message was the Sasquatch and the Yetis will protect the forests, the areas that they are meant to, and there are other beings or energies in these spaces, on the prairies, in the waters, in every ecosystem, rainforests, every ecosystem. There are guardians of those areas that are there to protect those areas. This was very, very clear. And this is meant to be part of the process of clearing the unbalanced energy off the planet. So, who is meant to be in certain areas is determined by their vibration. Okay? It's determined by their vibration. Your words, your actions, and your intentions determine your vibration. Okay? All those things have come into play to bring you to this place that you're in right now and establish a vibration. So we're all born with a vibration. We all exist from a vibration, right? But as we have these experiences, our vibration shifts, okay, based on our words, thoughts, and actions and intentions, okay? This whole process that we've been going through has been cultivating and preparing us for this moment. We have had time to bring ourselves to a place of balance and establish a vibration that allows us to match Mother Earth's vibration. And that determines whether or not we will remain here, okay? So it is our vibration that tells us where we are meant to be. And many people may have been feeling in their body they need to be in a certain place, or they need to move to a certain place. Okay? And I felt that I needed to move. I would say 2021. And I was kept here. And the message that came to me was, and there's many circumstances around that, but the message that came to me was, you are anchoring something here in this place in Washington State. And so they didn't say what, but they said, I'm an anchor. Okay? So physically, my physical form needs to be here in this space right now. But my consciousness travels to many places, but I spend much time, many, I don't want to say hours or days because it doesn't work that way, but I spend so much time in Uluru, at Uluru. I'm very connected to Mother Earth, and I'm very connected to that space. But physically I need to be here right now. But honestly, I feel in every part of my body that I'm shifting. I'm shifting energetically, and I will be shifting physically, energetically, on many levels. It's very intense, but I feel that in my body. So everybody is having these experiences that is guiding them to where they should be. Okay? It might be where you are, but it might be somewhere else. And that's one of the reasons why it's very important for us to honor our intuition. Listen to that inner voice. Okay? Listen to that inner voice, that divine guidance. Because this vibration that we are carrying right now is what determines where we are going, what we are meant to do, where we are meant to be. Okay? And I said in the past, like in 2020, that we're moving through a divergence. Okay? Excuse me. We are moving through a divergence. People choosing to live from a balanced place, people choosing to live from an unbalanced place. And those things are determined by your words, actions, and your intentions. Okay? We have moved through that place and we have come to this place. And in September, I think of last year, around Labor Day, I took my kids on a trip. And so it was in that time frame that I was communicating with an energy that was it was low vibration, but high frequency. And you can call it Lucifer, the devil, a demon, Satan, however you want to refer to that energy. But that energy is not truly what we have been led to believe it is, okay? This energy is an energy of temptation, okay? It tempts us away from a balanced state, okay? It tempts us and gives us an opportunity to make choices, okay? It attempts to move us at a center, okay? And with every temptation, there is a lesson, okay? So this is a opportunity for us to learn about ourselves, who we are and what we're capable of, and then grow. But at this point right now, this energy is coming to this world, and I'm using these terms because it's already here, and it exists in this unbalanced state, in this unbalanced individuals, in these unbalanced consciousnesses that are here on this planet, right? But the way I envision it, when the messages come in, it's like this wave coming over the planet, this wave of energy coming over the planet and coming around the planet that draws to it this unbalanced energy and removes it like a magnet, okay? And that's how the law of attraction works. That's how the law of manifestation works. Like drawing things to you, like attracts like, right? So this unbalanced energy, this low vibration, high frequency energy is going to move across, around the planet, through the planet to remove this unbalanced energy from this world, because it no longer vibrates at the same level of Mother Earth. Mother Earth is vibrating at a very high level, and it's increasing. Okay, so this low vibration has no place here on this world anymore. And it is this energy and the spiritual laws, the universal law of attraction, manifestation, flow, karma, all these things are at play as this energy moves through and around the planet to remove this unbalanced energy from this world. Okay? And this is a culling. So what we've been going through these last few years is a vetting, okay? And the removal of this energy would be considered a culling on this world, okay? From this paradigm. That came in very strong this morning. So this message that was sent about the forests, the mountains, the prairies, the ice, the waters, those areas being protected by guardians, that is a time of creating boundaries. This is about creating boundaries of protection for the planet, for Mother Earth, as we go through this shift, because there have been energies who have not shown love, compassion, kindness, and stewardship to Mother Earth. And so they have shown who they are, they have revealed who they are through words, actions, and intentions. And as a result, they no longer have a place. And so this source energy is coming in to remove that energy, okay, from this world. The divine is, at its root, is unity. It's whole and one. But when it divided itself into duality, it became light and dark, good and evil, right? Became both things. So that energy, that source energy, is coming in to remove that unbalanced part of itself from this world. Okay? So I started talking about something and I feel like it's not important. So I just wanted to stop and just kind of redirect myself. And so next thing was I had another vision, and I just saw a larger lion eating a smaller lion. So this lion had been attacked or killed. This younger male lion had been attacked and killed by this, or not killed, it was attacked by this larger lion. It was laying down, it couldn't move, and the larger lion was eating it while it was still alive. And it was very clear that this smaller juvenile or adolescent lion was still alive. And I was like, wow, that is a weird vision. That is very weird. So this more experienced energy was coming into and took out this younger, less experienced energy. And it's the fact that the younger lion was still alive meant that it was aware of what was going on, right? And I also remembered or started thinking about watching wildlife shows where the hyenas would be eating the gazelle when it was still alive after taking it down, right? And how gruesome that was. It was very upsetting. I would change the channel because it was just a bit much for me to watch. Even though it's the cycle of life, I got that. It was hard for me to watch. So as I'm watching this vision, I was a little, it felt gruesome to me. And I was wondering why I was seeing this. Well, the vision was that explained to me that this energy that thinks it's in control of this world, who's trying to move this world in the direction that it wants, is not going to succeed. Okay, so the juvenile or adolescent lion is this energy that's trying to maintain control. We'll say I call it, there's a primary cabal and a secondary cabal. Okay, there's a primary unbalanced energy and a secondary unbalanced energy on this world right now. The larger lion will be that divine source energy, the creator of all things coming in, because that is the one, the whole, the unity. Because we do exist and we have our own thoughts and experiences, but at the root, we all are one. We are all unified. We are all unity. Okay? And so that message was this divine source coming in clearing out that adolescent, juvenile energy that thinks it's in control. And it's going to teach it a lesson. That's the message that came in very strong. The younger lion was a naive lion living from ego who thought it was going to usurp or overthrow the most powerful lion in existence. Okay? The younger lion is just a product of this larger lion. Okay? And this is wholly a metaphor. This is wholly a metaphor. It's not literal. But what this transition is the source energy saying, you are not in control. There is something that is meant to happen, and it will happen. I am the one in control. Okay? I am the one in control. And so the second message that came through about the lion is that was the consequence of crossing the boundaries. Okay, so with all these areas being set up and protected by guardians, and these boundaries being set up for this unbalanced energy that is not honoring our mother, the consequence of crossing those boundaries is what is that secondary vision, that second vision of the lion being eaten by the larger lion. Okay, and it's not going to happen, it's happening presently. Okay, it's what's happening right now. And the fact that the younger lion is aware of it, this unbalanced energy knows what's happening. It's just trying to hold on as long as it can. Okay, the next message that came in was the dream time. And I think this video started with that message of creating a reality, right? Us, each individual, we are creating our existence, our reality, okay? So as I was sitting today, I think shortly after I had written down some notes about the 2 visions I had this morning, I started receiving messages about the dream time. And the message was, it wasn't even really a message, it was a epiphany. It was something I understood about myself, that I am always walking in the dream time. So I was raised Catholic with all the dogma of that religion, right? Then I took a class called a Psychic 1 class, and I learned about what clairs were, and then we did a guided meditation. And that set me on my path of learning about this esoteric community. And then I meditated like 3 times a day, and I was very committed to this spiritual growth. Very committed to learning and understanding and fortifying that connection with my higher self, and then understanding that that higher self is truly the divine source, the creator of all things. It's that part of myself that is divine, right? I started to understand that. And as I started to understand that, I started to grow spiritually, listen to the messages, work on maintaining clear, centered, balanced energy so I can receive clear messages and honor divine guidance. And that has been what I've done every day since I took that class in 2016. Every day I've been committed to spiritual growth, and that devotion was instilled in me as a child from my grandmother and my father, my parents, my upbringing, that very devout spiritual upbringing, religious upbringing, understanding what that faith meant, seeing how people treated my grandmother, seeing how people honored my grandmother, seeing how my grandmother loved me and honored me, seeing how how people loved and honored my father, seeing how my father loved and honored me, wanted me, trained me, or taught me to emulate that was a beautiful thing. Okay, and I wanted to be that. Okay, and that has put me on this path. And through this path has been my own shadow work, my own, what do they call it? Dark night of the soul. Releasing that energy, moving through that energy, releasing it, understanding it, loving myself fully, regardless of all the things I've been through or done, and understanding that all those experiences and those epiphanies were meant to bring me to this place. Okay? Understanding that beginning process of meditation and understanding what meditation was the tool I needed to connect myself to my higher self and to the divine. But I don't need that anymore. That was the message. You don't need that anymore, because now you exist from that place. You exist from the dreamtime state. You exist in samadhi at all times. You are creating every moment, and you are aware of your ability to create. You understand how your emotional body affects your consciousness, or how your consciousness affects your emotional body. You understand the importance of maintaining balance and driving forward from that place. You understand that every thought creates, every breath creates, every movement creates, and what the consequences are of that, from a positive or a negative place, from a balanced or an unbalanced place. You understand that. So this is not meant to dishonor anybody on their path who does things differently. This is meant to discuss my journey. And that's what this channel is about. That's what I was guided to do, talk about my journey, because everybody's going to take this same journey. Everybody is on this same journey. And how that manifests in your life is unique to you. There might be similarities, but your journey is unique to you. Okay? And what I've been guided to say is that I exist in this dream time state, and I am aware of it. And I am put on this earth to utilize it to shift this planet into balance. At the beginning of every video, and when I'm clearing my energy, I always ask, please help me to fulfill my soul purpose. Please help me to be the person I am meant to be on this world in this lifetime. Please help me to shine my light out onto this plane of existence. Please help me to do what I am meant to do. I am always working towards that goal, and I am always seeking assistance from the divine and the higher self, because even though that part of myself is within me and part of me, and it is me, I'm always communicating with it. Okay, I'm always communicating with it. So I'm not talking to someone, right? I am talking to myself. I'm communicating with myself. I'm setting these intentions. Okay, always to walk my path, always to fulfill my path and purpose, always to maintain balance, always to be who I am meant to be on this world in this lifetime. Okay. And so I was guided to say I exist in the dreamtime state, whether I am asleep or awake, whether it's daytime or nighttime. Okay. I'm also guided to read this. Listen to the words of the great mother who of old was called Artemis, Astarte, Dione, Melusine, Aphrodite, Cerwin, Diana, Aaronrod, Brigid, and by many other names. Whenever you have need of anything once a month, and better it be when the moon is full, you shall assemble in some secret place and adore the spirit of me, who is queen of all the wise. You shall be free from slavery, and as a sign that you be free, you shall be naked in your rights. Sing, feast, dance, make music and love, all in my presence, for mine is the ecstasy of the Spirit, and mine also is joy on earth. For my law is love, and unto all beings mine is the secret that opens the door of youth, and mine is the cup of wine of life that is the cauldron of Ceridwen, that is the holy grail of immortality. I give the knowledge of the Spirit eternal, and beyond death I give peace and freedom and reunion with those that have gone before. Nor do I demand aught of sacrifice, for behold, I am the mother of all things, and my love is poured out upon the earth. Hear the words of the star goddess, the dust of whose feet are the hosts of heaven, whose body encircles the universe. Who am I, the beauty of the green earth, and the white moon among the stars, and the mysteries of the waters? I call upon your soul to arise and come unto me. For I am the soul of nature that gives life to the universe. From me all things proceed, and unto me they must return. Let my worship be in the heart that rejoices, for behold, all acts of love and pleasure are my rituals. Let there be beauty and strength, power and compassion, honor and humility, mirth and reverence within. And you who seek to know me, know that the seeking and yearning will avail you not unless you know the mystery. For if that which you seek you find not within yourself, you will never find it without. For behold, I have been with you from the beginning, and I am that which is attained at the end of desire. Okay, that's it. Thank you.